Okay, after many delays and stops and starts, I've started finally building the ruins of Dol Gulder. I have phase 1 and 2 complete. So this is phase 1. It's the bottom wall and gate sections. I didn't do anything special paint wise. I just gave it a dark gray, so standardized gray with a wash. That's all I did. And then I painted the metal rebarb in Warlock bronze. That's all I did. You flip it around. Putting this together was interesting. Cutting it from the sprues. These sprues are very thick in some parts, so it's really hard cutting with even with an X-Acto knife. And then gluing it, you have to get the angles just right. I screwed up a couple of times, didn't do the angle right, or it fell apart. And it's hard to keep it glued because there's spikes here, so you're trying to keep it pressed so it sticks till it dries, and you get these spikes in your fingers. So phase 1 it's pretty cool so far. Phase 2 is like the floor work, and eventually I'm just going to glue it. It should sit just right. Oh, I just broke it already. See, the gluing is a pain in the ass. I might just set these in first. And the second one's supposed to just sit right that. So it is a work in progress. Trial and error. But that's what it looks like so far. It's going to look like. I should just leave that as is. It's glued pretty tight in there. Oh yeah, I finally got the stone floor on this thing. It took a long time to get it to set. I actually had to use a pair of vice grips because it just wasn't connecting here and here. It was just a pain in the ass, this section. If you don't have these things placed just right in the corners, then it makes it hard. A professional model maker would have no problems making this, but someone who's amateur like me, it's a little more tricky, and you got to be a little more creative. But overall, it still looks awesome right now. I can't complain. So that is step 1, 2, and 3 in 3A. Okay, I got the rest of section 3 put together. It's a stair section. This actually went together really well. Now I'm going to put it onto the... It's got to go here. Okay, so stage 3 is complete. The stairs are now connected. Because I screwed up the top here, it doesn't connect as well as it should, but it is staying, it's holding. So that's good. It does look really cool. Those stairs are definitely impractical. But hopefully the next stage 4 will go much better. Well, I completed steps 4A to 4H. Everything looks fairly good now. This went together a little bit better than the first section I built. A little better understanding of how to put it together. This will be the top floor. The layout's pretty unique, I'll give it that. And it's going to sit kind of like that. This should probably be more... It's going to sit like that. This wall section should always be closer to that. I might have to redo that. Break it and redo it. But that's what it's going to look like when it sits up there. From the back angle, yeah, this should be flush. These things should just be flush. Well, we'll glue it and see what happens. Oh, I glued it on. Shifted too much. It was so hard to get it to match evenly. Did the best I could. Again, they could have did this in 1 or 2 molds. Like a couple of molds instead of all these little pieces. They could have made the molds a lot better and just make it simpler when they design this. If you're a master model builder, this is not a big deal. But when you're just a guy who does this once in a blue moon, it's a challenge. So you can see it's not straight there. That's because it's either the bottom or the top's not even. But it is what it is. I'm not going to fuss with it. I'm not out to win awards with model building. It's just something to play with. Stick a Nazgul at the top of the ridiculous stairs. Who the hell would build like this with those things sticking out? The other side, it doesn't look bad from that angle, but when you take it to this angle, you can see where it's not even. But think about it. If it's an old fortress, and especially if it's built on a hill, then things shift over time. Stones shift. Look at any abandoned castle in Europe, and you'll see how badly things shift. Not quite that evenly, but they do shift. So I'm not going to break this apart and rebuild it. It's not worth the effort. This is hard enough as it is. But like I said, Games Workshop could definitely have made this in fewer pieces. Going to keep building the rest of 4I, K, and L. There's a lot of little things to do still. There's still another layer. Okay, I finally got the rest of stage 4 completed. This is the very top layer. And it's basically going to go like that when I glue it. Because of my great model expertise and workmanship, it's not going to match. It's not going to quite fit the way it's supposed to. Like this will, but in the back end it's going to be a little off, and it's just going to be a little off. So I'll have to make do with do. Can't be helped. Like I said, they could have made this into, instead of so many little pieces, they could have definitely made this in a couple of pieces. But it definitely looks cool regardless of how well or badly it's built, from my perspective. So we'll glue the top, and then after that we just got little bits and pieces to put on. All the fluff that goes with this. Alright, so I got my top half glued on. It's not perfectly straight, and it's going to have that gap up there, simply because of the job I did down here. It lines up not too bad. Again, so it looks pretty cool even from a distance. If you don't, depending on what angle you're looking at it, you won't even notice. But nothing ever goes like it's designed to, unless you're a master builder. Alright, let's put the embellishments on and we'll see how it looks. Alright, we are finally done. Got a little mini pieces put together. So we got the vines on this thing. We also have the tree at the back. I'll turn it around in a minute. Like I said, it would have been better if they made this into not so many pieces. I got some skulls hanging, some skeletons lying around. I got 3 of my Nazgul in there already. It comes with this little cool carving of a Nazgul statue. You can see at the back there's a tree with some more creepy vines, or brambles, whatever you want to call them. And that's what it is. It came with some extra parts, like mainly skulls. A lot of little skulls I could put together. It's 4 pieces. I don't know what they are for. They're not even listed in the directions. So no idea what they are. They don't really fit well together either. So who knows what they're for. Overall, I like the design and shape. It does look like a ruin. And it looks like something orcs have been in. So that's pretty cool. A couple of these box sets would make it even a bigger one. And you could play around with it more. So yeah, overall, pretty good. Like what I see. And so we definitely use this in Eastern Osgiliath or anywhere in Agmar, for example, like Rudar. All the Lord of the Rings strategy battle game fans, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. If you guys have this, did you guys have a better, easier time than I did of putting this together? It wasn't hard. It's just, you know, if it's not done right the first time, it's not going to go well, or there's going to be gaps. But anyway, leave comments in the comment section, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Until next time, this has been Roman Daisel. I am out of here.